Oh, he's had a go at that one. That one he has hit well. That one's sailing way down over the deep long on fence. And a big six it is as well.
Yes, big six it is as well. All right, folks. We have, this took place yesterday. We have the playoffs of the Major League Cricket having concluded as of yesterday. The final leg of the regular season took place the week before, right here in the DFW area. The last match, I believe, was it was on the 12th, right? Yeah, I think 12th, the last match between Texas Super Kings. Man, what a slide. What an absolute slide the Texas Super Kings finished. They were in first place halfway through the season and then just plummeted. In the end, that last match, which might have still left some hope for them, they lost to the LA Knight Riders after scoring 171 at a loss of 9. They gave that up on the first delivery of the 20th over as the Knight Riders, with only a loss of 4 wickets, came back and won that 172 171, putting the Knight Riders into the qualifier, and leaving the Texas Super Kings in last place. Last place. Sad. I think I want to say they finished 3-7, the Texas Super Kings, but lost at least the last 4 games. I think they lost the last 5. They lost 5 straight matches to finish at 3-7. So at some point they were sitting at 3-2 with 6 points. And I think back then 3-2 after 5 matches is when they were sitting at the top of the heap. As it is, it ended up being a logjam at the top of San Francisco, LA, and the Washington teams, all with 12 points. And then the 4th place went to the Mumbai Indians with 10 points. And in that first qualifier, the LA Knight Riders came in as the second place team and beat the first place San Francisco team 187 at a loss of 3 they scored, and then held on against San Francisco by holding them to 180 runs. Colin Monroe and Andre Russell led the way for the Knight Riders, 51 and 62 respectively for those two, and Roman Powell got himself a half century as well. When you've got 3 folks getting you half centuries, you're pretty well set up. 187, and then the San Francisco Unicorns lost their openers right off the bat. Both of them for Golden Ducks. Pretorius on the very first ball, Golden Duck. Finn Allen got the strike back from the 1 down coming in after he scored a single, and which was Matthew Short, the captain. He takes a single. Finn Allen, Golden Duck on the 3rd delivery, and that's just going to be bad news, in spite of heroics from Matthew Short, who got himself a 94 off of 62 deliveries. 2 down, Sanjay Krishnamurti, 65 off of 47, but in the end, not enough, as San Francisco finished out the 20 overs at only a loss of 4 wickets, but only 180 runs, 7 short of tying, 8 short of winning that one. That was the qualifier. So the first eliminator, the Mumbai Indians, got eliminated by the Washington team right away. And we will talk all about that. Radio Azad, you're on the air. Is that you, Manny?
Yes, Manny.
All
Yes, it
right.
is.
Okay. We never did hear from our special guest today. So here we go. Switching back the spotlight from cricket to soccer. All right, let's finish out this conversation, shall we? Manny, welcome back. Thank you for calling back in. Let's talk about the match yesterday first. What an explosion of goals. We had 10 total goals scored. Was this the teams giving up, or was this the team? Like I couldn't really understand. It looked like France had just thrown in the towel when England was up 4-0 at like the 42-minute mark, 43-minute mark. What happened in that game? Was that good offense or bad defense?
Oh man, you know, honestly, it was just horrible defense in the beginning. I don't know if they were as ready as England, but yeah, anytime a team goes down like two, definitely three goals, it's panic time. 4 goals in the first half. I mean, I don't know what France was thinking at halftime, what the coach said to them, but yeah, it definitely was over. But you know, there's a couple of stars on the France side. Dembele, you've got Mbappe, you've got so many players that have pride, and so they kept playing. And yes, pretty soon they're coming back, right? It's 4-2, and then it's 4-3. But yeah, towards the end, it was a little bit too much of a lead for them to come back. And that final goal from Jude Bellingham, I mean, he kind of dribbled right there in the box, like 3 or 4 players. And you can tell he was gassed after he scored. But yeah, I think both teams were just totally out of it by the 80th minute. Those last 10 minutes, I mean, they were just barely making it. But yeah, that was an exciting match. I told a lot of people, to me, this is really the final because of the way that Argentina, you know, somehow just, I don't think it was fair.
Right.
Got past Egypt.
Okay, I'm gonna jump in here because I think it's pertinent. So Shep's not gonna be joining us, but he did text me. He said, you know, if I'm unable to make it tomorrow morning, he sent me the message yesterday. He said, just please convey my message to the soccer fans out there that at this point, FIFA just stands for fixed it for Argentina.
Right, for Argentina. That's what I'm saying, man. It's this tournament. Like, I was never like a Messi hater. Like some people, just pro Ronaldo, anti Messi, and vice versa. I like the guy. I think he's a great player. I've never thought he was the best ever, but it just almost feels like they want to crown him best ever already, and they want to make sure he rides out into the sunset with another trophy. And that's not how sports should be, man. It should
be fair play.
Float freely, They should not put their foot on the pedestal like they did. It feels like. So yeah, for me, I'm watching the match today, hoping that Spain wins. And we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But otherwise, yes, it's been an exciting World Cup. There's been a lot of teams that. And I'm a geography buff, okay? I didn't even know about a country called Cape Verde.
Right.
I feel horrible.
Well, I mean, less than 1 million people, 500,000 people population. Where did that come from? And making it to the knockout stage. I mean, just phenomenal story after phenomenal story, for sure. Yeah. I think this was it was a super exciting group play, and even the first couple of rounds. The round of 32 and the round of 16, where the unexpected happened, right?
Yeah.
I thought this was going to be crowned by Morocco beating France, and that didn't happen. But boy, oh boy, France then came around and just laid an egg against Spain. What did you? Let's hop over to that match. We'll come back to the finals in a little bit, but let's hop over to that match. Spain-France. Spain being able to shut out this French team.
Yeah.
What?
Spain,
what did you? Sorry, I was a little distracted. It sounds like you're in a chicken coop.
Sorry, I stepped outside. I'm on a farm, so yeah, you're hearing some birds. Let me go back in. Yeah, no, Spain match, man. Spain just basically took away their playmaking abilities. They controlled the possession. If you go back look at that match, they were just in control of the game the whole time. And honestly, France did have a couple of good opportunities to make a comeback, but they just missed far wide. Both of those really good opportunities to catch up. But yeah, I think Spain definitely looking at the current expectations for this final. I think the sportscasters they have Spain winning this one, so we'll see. Even though the fix is in for Argentina, Spain somehow may still come out. So let's see what happens today.
Look, this Spanish team, even before that, what they did to France, they had given up a single goal in the whole World Cup. And of course, they came out of this one unscathed. So, still, one single goal in the whole World Cup they've given up. Just insane stuff, the insane level of defense. And
Yeah,
then
that's crazy.
for them to then turn around and just shut out and shut down that French attack, it was a little insane. So, what are we going to see in in the finals? Is it going to be a defensive struggle? I think so. We'll get to that after this break coming up. But tell me what this means. I mean, this is I want to say this is the first time that Spain are in the finals since winning the World Cup back in 2010. And how they got here, are they the clear favorites now? Let's take the fix conversation out of the equation, and I want to make sure that we're not just saying that, right? They still made crunch time, under the gun, great plays against England,
Right.
against Egypt. Let's take the unfair advantage of the unevenness of the calls that have gone their way in match after match after match. They've got possibly the goat, definitely a top a top five player of all time, right? You're gonna go Pele, Maradona,
Absolutely.
Messi, Ronaldo, right? I mean, that's how I see it right now in this moment. I say Pele, Maradona, Messi, and Ronaldo.
Which Ronaldo? Brazilian Ronaldo or the Portuguese Ronaldo? Because they're both probably in the top five. You
I
gotta have two
actually, yeah, I
Ronaldos
guess
there.
it's Ronaldo and Ronaldo. This is gonna become a law firm real quick. Messi, Ronaldo, and Ronaldo. If we take the old school goats out of that discussion, right? If we because I
Yeah.
really think I think Pele and Maradona, it's very very difficult to even have a conversation about unseating them because of the
Yeah.
disparity between the it's a different sport, it's different eras. They were the goats, and I think
Hmm.
they get to stay the goats. but
Yeah.
uh but yeah, I think 3, 4, and 5, it's the law firm of Messi, Ronaldo, and Ronaldo.
There you go. Right. Yeah. No, I can see that. I'm definitely not wanting to listen to all this talk about Messi being the greatest ever. I mean, even the most goals scored in the World Cup, already Mbappe has that. So if Messi doesn't score today, Mbappe has the most goals scored ever in a World Cup, and he's only what? He's not even 30 yet, right? He's going to be
Yeah.
playing at least in two more World Cups. So yeah, but no doubt, Messi is definitely a top five player. What he's done for the sport, what he's done for Argentina since Maradona's gone, brought the passion back, and they're hoping for what, a fourth star on their jersey. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. I'm definitely rooting for Spain. They I think the current Euro champions, right? They've had almost a dynasty back in when they won the World Cup. There was a period of time when they were just unbeatable with the Iniesta and a couple other players. So yeah, I mean, Yamin Lamal, can't say his name sometimes. He is definitely supposed to be a phenom, and it'll be interesting to see. Hopefully, he assists or has a goal in this game, and it has like the coming of his coming of age.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's great the way they, Messi and him had a picture when he was a baby, kind of like passing of the baton. So
Yeah.
it's fitting that I guess they're in this final together.
All right. Um, I was about to say I hate to call out my fellow sports personalities, but you know as well as I do, I love calling them out when they're wrong, and when they're wrong, they need to be called out. So I got to call out Roger Gonzalez of CBS.
Mhm.
You know, here we are. You just mentioned, which is what reminded me. You just mentioned Mbappe scoring those two goals yesterday and
Mhm.
passing Lionel Messi. Not
Right.
only did that make him the leading scorer for this edition of the World Cup, but it made him the all-time leading goal scorer in the history of the
Right.
World Cup, passing Messi. Now, can Messi catch him and or pass him again today? Sure. There's
Oh,
there's a
FIFA's
there's a
still gonna try. Yes.
yeah, there's a match. But he accomplished all that, and right off the bat, Roger Gonzalez here is saying Mbappe's record should go into the record books with an asterisk
Why?
because it's in his quote, his words, a meaningless third place game. Are you
What?
kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like,
There's not meaningless game, man. There's actually a third place trophy and prize money and so on. So in soccer, it's great to be in the top three. Certainly, you want to win the whole thing, but yeah, no, it's not a meaningless game at all.
it is absolutely so. His quote, I hate to give air to something so ridiculous, but I think it needs to be heard, needs to be called out,
Yeah.
and it needs to be retracted, Mr. Gonzalez, because he said, here we go. Let's be honest about these third place games. They are as useful as a surfboard in Nebraska. Soccer's third
Okay.
place game gives you an quote honor really nobody ever cares about or remembers. Okay, I'm going to stop giving that's all I wanted to share.
Mm,
He goes on to
that's
ask,
crazy.
"Hey, tell me who played the third place match in the 2006 World Cup?" Yes, I think outside of the fans of the team who
Hmm.
won or who lost, yes, it's going to be
Hmm.
difficult to remember. But then, how many fans really remember who won the 2006 World Cup, except for the fans of the team that
Bro,
won, right?
I don't remember what I had for breakfast today. I mean, that was 2 hours ago.
Yeah. So the whole argument is I don't know, ridiculous, farcical,
Yeah.
and uh, I don't know. I don't know if he's got something against France. I don't know if he's got. I don't know if Mr. Gonzalez is a fan of Messi, a fan of Latin American soccer versus Europe. I don't know what it is. There's
Yeah.
another obvious reason between the two players. So I don't know
Hmm.
where this is coming from, but boy oh boy, Mr. Gonzalez, take it
Yeah.
back, man. Like this is a very meaningful game. This was a watched game. This was the players, as you said, the players were gassed at the 80th minute and
Hmm.
still were going at it,
Right.
right? Um,
Absolutely.
France still wanted to make a comeback, mount a comeback, and try to win. England
Hmm.
still wanted to hang on for that third place. So, yeah, I think this is extremely
Hmm.
disrespectful and uncalled for to every single player who has ever played in one of these third place matches
Yeah.
and to every single fan who has watched a third place match. I
I
could
don't
not.
think Robert Gonzalez has ever played soccer, man. That's what it is.
Yeah,
He's
Roger.
just
But yeah, I don't know who
Roger.
he
Yeah.
is. We'll have to look him up. But this just it was eye popping to me when I saw it. And then you mentioned Mbappe passing him, and it reminded me. So I felt that this
Yeah. Yeah.
needed to be called out. This is absolutely in a world full of ridiculous takes, because that's what happens. That's what works nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Is ridiculous takes that get you the clicks. In a world full of ridiculous takes, this took the cake for me.
This-
That, like, I mean, come on, just stop it.
Yeah, it's
Stop
kind
it.
of
CBS, have a chat with Roger Gonzalez. Roger Gonzalez, you need to retract this. The third place match absolutely has a place in the World Cup, and it's very, very
Oh, yeah.
meaningful to players and fans alike.
Yeah.
All right, with that, gonna take another break. This is Rizwan and Manny taking a short break, but we're gonna come right back and then get into the match coming up today. You're listening to the Sports Spotlight right here on Radio Azad.
Listening to Radio Azad on
KDXX
107.9 FM.
HD4